On December 17, 1862, the frozen fields outside the small town of Fredericksburg, Virginia, was silent again, but the ground was covered with bodies, thousands of them, left behind by one of the most tragic decisions in American military history. This was the Battle of Fredericksburg, and it was not lost because soldiers were weak. It was lost because they were ordered to walk into death. At the center of this disaster stood Major General Ambrose Burnside, commander of the Union Army of the Potomac. Burnside was under immense pressure. President Abraham Lincoln needed a victory badly. The war had dragged on for nearly 2 years, and public confidence was collapsing. Burnside's plan was simple in theory. He would cross the Rappahannock River quickly, strike toward Richmond, and catch Confederate forces off guard. But delays in building pontoon bridges destroyed that advantage. While the Union waited, Confederate General Robert E. Lee calmly positioned his army on the high ground behind the town. Lee's men dug in along Mary's Heights, protected by a sunken road and a solid stone wall. It was one of the strongest defensive positions of the entire war. Burnside could see it. His officers could see it. But on December 13th, he gave the order anyway. Wave after wave of Union soldiers marched across open ground, directly into concentrated rifle and artillery fire. There was nowhere to hide. Snow and mud slowed their movement. Confederate troops, safely behind the stone wall, fired almost without pause. Entire regiments vanished in minutes. For 4 days, the attacks continued and failed. By the time the fighting ended on December 17th, the scale of the catastrophe was undeniable. The Union suffered over 12,600 casualties. The Confederates lost fewer than 5,300. One Confederate soldier later said it was not a battle, but a slaughter. For Abraham Lincoln, the defeat was devastating. He reportedly said, "If there is a worse place than hell, I am in it." Public faith in the Union leadership collapsed. Burnside was removed from command soon afterward, his reputation permanently destroyed. Yet Fredericksburg also revealed something deeper about war itself. Courage alone does not save lives. Discipline alone does not win battles. When leadership fails, bravery becomes sacrifice, not strategy. The Battle of Fredericksburg did not end the Civil War, but it burned a permanent lesson into history, that the cost of pride, delay, and bad decisions is paid not by generals but by ordinary soldiers. And that is why this day still matters, because every generation faces moments when power must choose between wisdom and ego, and history remembers the price of getting it wrong. History is not old. History is living inside us. One day, one event, one lesson. Mr. Feedy,